facial recognition comedy podcast. I'm Dalia Malek.
I'm Zara Ali.
I'm Fizza Dasani.
And I'm Pallavi Ganalan.
Hey, Dalia.
Hi.
Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing our show last night, too.
Thanks for having me on that, too.
You were so
was fun.
freaking funny, man.
I had a great time.
Closed us out.
You guys
Brought us home.
put on a great show, and that was what I fully expected of you.
Oh, good. I'm glad we
You're
didn't
brown women. So I was
I'm
like,
glad
this
we
is gonna
didn't
be
disappoint.
High expectations, and we met them. We're all creaming right now.
Validation.
I was like, they're gonna know what they're doing. I don't need to worry about anything.
Are you concerned before you do other shows sometimes?
Sometimes I'm like, this could be disastrous.
Yeah.
You've seen shows where people are not facing the right direction.
Well, that's why I just have no expectations about anything.
Yeah, but I was like, this one will be good for sure.
Ah, well.
So you're moving down to LA now, right? Or you just moved?
I'm trying. I'm putting it out into the universe. I don't have a place to live or a job yet, but that's what I'm attempting to do.
You're in the process. So
Yeah, I've left the Bay Area and I'm in limbo. I'm saying I'm visiting my parents because I don't want to say I'm staying with them. I don't want to. I don't want it to be a permanent situation.
You don't want to speak that into existence.
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's change the subject.
I'm really great at interviews. I just want you to know.
Okay, so Dalia is an LA comic now. So take that, San Francisco.
Thank you, Zara.
No, I think I
Comedy beef.
there's no
Starting that
comedy beef. We love
let's
San
do it.
Francisco.
Let's do it.
We
Let's
love
beef.
San Francisco. Wait, do you have comedy beefs? Do you want to air anything out? Spill the tea?
Yeah,
Spill the chai?
I would love to.
Let's do it.
I
Damn,
can't
we're going
think of
right into
anyone.
it.
I can't think of anyone. who-
Okay, well, I do want to talk about. So, Dalia recently also had a viral tweet. It seems to be the trend of our interviews today. So, you were in the spirit of, well, this is going to post or air after Valentine's Day. But I guess in the spirit of everyone.
I'll be alone then too.
In the spirit of Galentine's, you were Tindering, right?
Yeah.
You were doing the Tinder thing, swiping left and right, and you came across. I'll let you tell the story because it's pretty great.
So I matched with this guy. I want to say this happened like a month ago. I sat on it for a while, but before I posted it. But I matched with a guy, and I have a tendency to just be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like very boring opening lines. And so I was trying to be personable. So I was like, I'm gonna look at his photos and address something in the photo. And then I was like, oh, he's got a gym selfie with someone in the background that has his whole dick out. So I addressed that and I said, wow, that guy has his whole dick out. And he immediately responded, fuck you, which I wasn't expecting.
Was it intentional for him to have the dick out?
It was some guy changing in the gym, right?
Poor guy changing, and
He became a part of this dude's Tinder profile.
Yeah, it was literally on his Tinder profile.
he's just off to the side, like he could
And it
have
was
easily-
obvious?
And you were like,
Yeah.
you're like, which one of the guys did I match with? The innocent dick in the background, or this
or the
selfie?
dick in front of me.
Okay.
Also, he responded after you said something after he said "fuck you," right?
I just said he does because I was like, why is he so mad at the truth?
Stop denying reality. There's a dick in your picture.
Yeah.
I mean, that was such a dick move too. Like you were
Yeah.
pointing something out, and he said "fuck you," and it's like, what? Yeah, at least like you probably didn't know, right? So be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Thank you for letting me know. Or
This
like,
is my buddy Al. He's going to be a part of this.
Was it that?
You better be accepting of Al's dick.
Well, that's like, why was he so angry?
I don't know.
Can you
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't
can
know
hear
if
you.
I felt my headphones. Come off, so I don't know.
I'll check the headphones really quick. You
Okay.
might just keep talking.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Can you hear us?
Paul had to go to the store.
Oh, okay.
They just suddenly
Yeah.
cut out.
Our engineer.
We're
So we're here by ourselves.
there. We go.
Did
there
I
we
laugh
go.
too hard
There-
and kick this unplug?
hear better now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
great.
hear everybody.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not going to move my body again.
No. Feel free to move. Just maybe not kick anything. But yeah. Okay. So
Me on IT.
you sat on this for a little while. This interaction happened. Did he unmatch you immediately?
No, we're actually still matched because
What?
I sat on it for a month because I reported it to Tinder like 1,000 times like throughout the month because I just wanted to see what would happen.
And they still didn't take it down?
They didn't take it down. He didn't take it down. We didn't talk again. And then I was like, they're not going to do anything. So I'm going to post a tweet. And then I tagged them and just destroyed their mentions. And that was my intention. So
it went viral.
It did go viral.
Yeah.
And then Daily Mail picked it up, right?
Yes.
There was
Daily Mail's huge.
the most reputable.
Well, I mean, if you want your tweet to get picked up, you want Daily Mail to pick it up, right?
Yeah.
I was just happy they called me a comedian instead of something else.
Yay, validation.
Yeah.
They should have called you an LA comedian.
Yeah. They called me a San Francisco comedian.
Oh,
LA now.
damn it.
There was a guy
At
on.
least they didn't call you an OC comedian. Ooh.
Fuck those guys. Just kidding.
Fuck the East Bay. No, I'm kidding. I love Oakland. I love you all.
I love them all.
Everybody book me. I didn't say shit.
I love Oakland. I love Oakland. I love San Francisco. Please book me.
There was a Tinder profile that I saw, and the first picture was like a guy mirror selfie, whatever. Then the next 3 pictures were like his full dick, like him standing there, like with his dick, like up close things of his dick.
Was it like in pieces? Like there was like the bottom
like
of the
the
shaft,
Instagram?
the middle,
Like
and then,
different angles.
and then the head.
No, it was different. It wasn't like beautiful like that.
Okay.
It wasn't. It wasn't formatted like an artist would do it.
Yeah.
And he like, and his
Was it
and
all
I,
one
You'd have
color?
to, you'd have to swipe to get the entire penis.
Wait, hold on. Was it all
That'd
one
be so
color?
funny.
Was it all, or was it like different shades of?
It was like a normal dick. It wasn't like there were no different filters on different parts of it.
Okay.
But I was like,
Why
what
are you
the fuck?
asking that?
I don't know.
She wants to know who I'm gonna marry. That's why I look, and then I was like, what the fuck? And I like look at his description, and he was like, man, don't be lame and report me. Like that was his whole description.
Did you report him?
I tried to, but I like accidentally swiped left instead. But I was like, so now, but I was trying to like figure out how to do it because I've never reported somebody before. But I'm like, you just have your dick out, and you're just like, don't be lame about this.
Tinder,
Stop
what
being
are
such
you
a party
doing?
pooper.
Tinder, why aren't you like taking these down? I don't like. Have they just like they're just defeated? They're like, all right, the dicks are just staying up there. Like you're here for a reason.
It's just like an island full of lost boys. Just anything goes. Lord of the Flies.
So
Lord of the
actually,
Dicks.
It's dangerous.
As of Saturday, which was the 9th, it's been taken down, and
Wow.
he is now 5,500 miles away. So I don't know if he just like fled the country. I honestly don't know if he knows that he went viral or not. So
was his
must
profile
know.
released and everything? Like,
Well, she had the picture. She had the
I
picture.
didn't do much to protect his identity, but
But like, did you like crop out his name or any of that?
no.
Oh, okay.
What about the picture of the guy in the back? Could you see his face or no?
No, there was
Okay,
a
good.
locker door like conveniently in front of it.
So
And
so
that-
he didn't get punished for this other guy's mistake.
Yeah. But
wait, so you couldn't see his penis?
it was like you can see it, but
You
it's
could see a penis.
far enough away to where you don't see the details, so it's kind of grainy.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's there.
It's grainy,
It's
but
in
you
there.
you could see that his dick is out.
Yeah.
Like you could see it. Yeah, I
He's
saw it.
all
I'm like,
the way
oh,
naked,
shit.
and he's putting socks on.
Yeah,
He's sitting
he
down.
starts with the socks.
Which
I
is
start with the socks.
How many comments did you get just on like, why is he putting on his socks before his drawers?
Like
I
a
get it.
zillion comments.
I 100% get it. You got to keep those feet warm while you're getting changed, man. I get it.
There was
I
also
just- I don't-
speculation about whether his bare ass was on the bench or if he
Yeah,
was
they
sitting
do
on a
that.
towel.
Yeah.
Which, like, that actually makes me
Is this
wonder how much sympathy to give him, because if it's a bare ass, like, fuck that guy. But
Wait, is this
Is
a
that gym etiquette? Because I don't go to a gym, so I don't know. Like, are you supposed to lay shit
you're not
down
supposed to
before-
put your bare ass on
Yeah,
anything in a
that
gym.
makes sense.
or anywhere. Yeah. Unless you're at the doctor's office. Even then, they make you wear a gown and they put like that
Paper on the
that
on the
paper.
seat
yeah.
or whatever.
Wait, is this a pinned tweet? I wanna
Examining.
I
Yes,
wanna go. This is just amazing. Dr. Dalia. Are you a doctor?
Yeah, I have a PhD in law.
In law.
That's so cool.
You're so smart. Found my soulmate on Tinder. That's what it's called. Holy shit. 36,900 hearts, likes,
favorites.
favorites, whatever. I'm an elder millennial. Leave me alone.
Well, like the listeners want to look this up.
4,100 retweets.
4,100.
She literally said, wow, that guy in the background has his whole dick out. He said, fuck you. And she said, he does.
I just
Oh
like
my
when
God.
men's responses are just fuck you, because it's like, yeah, women are crazy.
Yeah. I was
yeah,
like,
okay, we're irrational.
this is me being personable. I thought
Dude, like that.
this is
That's
me
like fucking
flirting.
out there. Like
That's
look
you
at-
flirting?
That's what I
funny.
thought.
That's like a dick. That's
Yeah,
like
that's a
out
dick.
there, man. and he is sitting on that bench.
That's a dick for
God.
There's no towel, huh?
No towel.
hold on, I
It's
gotta
just-
look at
Well,
this
we can't
shit.
we
It's
can't
crazy.
see, but that dick appears to be kind of on the bench.
I want
Yeah.
to give him the benefit of the doubt because I feel bad for him, but
I think that there is this issue. Like there was a celebrity who tweeted a picture of a woman working out at a gym and like body shamed her and stuff. Like people need to be careful where they put their phones, like when it's a public space like that where people are like, you know, like what they're taking pictures of.
My
horrible.
question is, so this guy you Tinder matched with, he's a chef. He said, "Hi, I'm a sushi chef living in San Francisco. I'm looking for make friends and fan I like." So, okay, it seems like
ESL.
English is not his first language. I get that. But at least when you take a picture, know what you're putting up there. Because, I mean, it's pretty obvious from what I'm looking at.
That locker
think-
placement, by the way, covering the guy's head, the dick
Perfect.
guy.
Yeah.
You know, that's perfect.
it makes it look
he's a chef.
staged.
It does make it look
But
staged.
then why did he get so mad if it was staged?
He's a chef cooking up a scandal.
I don't know, man, but that's crazy. So, like, these are the monsters.
Wait. His name is Heidi O. Like Hide-O. Like he should have hidden that dick. Like,
Yeah. Oh. I don't know, but well, I'm glad that you didn't, like hide his identity.
Well, I just figured like if Tinder wants to do something about this when they get zillions of dumbasses in their
Yeah, this
mentions,
is-
maybe they will. So now that it's down, I don't know if he did it or if Tinder did it, but at least like something
This is
happened.
amazing. This is amazing.
sorry, go ahead.
I like calling guys out on Twitter or calling just like idiots out on Twitter. I mean, on Tinder is one of my favorite things to do. So thank you, thank you for doing this. And so has Tinder reached out to you at all? Has anyone else?
No,
Just
no one's interviewed me. Like
Daily
the Daily
Mail
Mail just
just
wrote
came
a
to
story based on what's on the internet.
Is this
and it's very devoid of facts.
is this can you honestly say this is your worst Tinder experience or no?
No,
Not by far.
not by far.
Yeah, because when you actually go on the date is when shit goes
we've never met.
even worse.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like my
And thank
fingers are crossed for him when he comes back from wherever he is.
How
He's
far
like,
is he right now? Can we check?
It said 5,500. Mine's in kilometers.
Well, he
for
was
some
3
reason, but-
we away when she took
Yeah,
the screenshot.
so we were
but,
we were both in San Francisco, like very close to each other.
Why are you on the
He's
metric
now-
system on Tinder?
Oh, crap, he
Like, what's-
changed.
Oh, he did. He's got an American flag next to him right now. He's like,
Well, that was
on
his
Tinder,
profile before, but he added some like Japanese stuff
Okay.
in his bio.
he did.
So
add
he might be back in
Japanese stuff.
Japan.
He might be. It looks like he is.
8,858 kilometers away.
Hideo, I'm waiting for you to come back. I miss you. I miss us.
And by us,
Well,
you mean
okay, so
me,
I
you
think-
and the dick guy.
Okay, so he did take down the dick photo at the gym, but
Or
now,
Tinder did.
or Tinder
We don't know.
did. I don't know. But
Those were all his photos.
I
before,
mean, he's
but-
he looks like a hot chef. Like,
Yeah, like he could have easily cropped the dude out.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a bad photo.
I mean, that's like free sushi for life right there.
This is
though.
100% what Tinder is. It's 100%. You see a dick in a picture, you comment on it, he goes, fuck you, and you're like, well, he's still a sushi chef.
Could I
He's
get
still kind of hot. I don't know.
Can I
But
get free
he's so
sushi?
mean. Why are you so
But
mean?
but
man?
can I get that free sushi though? Like, can I? No, I would.
I mean, he didn't have fish in his picture. He had something.
He did have fish in the other picture. He's like cutting fish. I mean, he's
I meant fish as in vagina.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
sure.
Let me just spell this out for you.
I just feel like a man who deals with fish all day long is probably good at dealing with your fish. You know, like it's just.
But he's
I
not
don't
good
know.
at dealing with your words.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like.
Maybe he meant, I want to fuck you. Maybe that's what he meant.
Maybe I don't know. He is. It seems like he's bilingual, so it could have been an honest mistake.
Well, when you're learning a foreign language, the curse words are usually the ones you learn first, right?
100%,
So I
yeah.
think everyone in the world knows "fuck you."
Yeah.
I know what he meant.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
You don't think he meant fuck me?
Okay, so what has your doctorate? What has your doctorate in law taught you about dealing with situations like this?
Excellent segues are.
Thank you.
I learned how to do research. I actually sent this to a bunch of friends before I made it public.
Like, were you concerned legally if like this guy would come after you because like you didn't hide his identity? Were you concerned that Tinder?
No, but
might
I
try
am
to
now.
shut you down? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm just okay. So I used to. I'll talk about it. So I used to have this Instagram account called Minder Mishaps, where I was on this dating app called Minder. It's a Muslim version of Tinder. And I would basically put screenshots of like all these mishaps that were happening to me and my friends on this Instagram account. And then people started hating on me so bad. Like, these are people's like sons and husbands. And I'm like, if they're husbands, they should not be on Minder, you know? Like, so it was.
Do they have an option to check how many wives they have?
No. If that's the case, then you should put that on there, you know, like looking for my third wife or something, you know? But you know, so I was just like, there's a ton of Tinder Instagram accounts like that, you know, but like I got so much hate that I just kind of like, all right, I'm going to put this away for a while.
See, Fizza didn't get to experience any of these. You haven't had, you're living vicariously through.
No, I got on Raya.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's that going?
There's a lot of hot guys on Raya, actually.
She tried to do my profile.
She wouldn't let me. She changed it.
Are they?
It stresses me out. Dating apps stress me out.
Raya's like, you have to get a referral because it's like celebrities and stuff.
It's like celebrities and like Instagram models and influencers and people.
So have your experiences on there, like, have you just started?
I haven't met anyone because I just like I've been used to dating in real life. So like I've never really been, I don't know, I've just never really needed or wanted to, I guess. I've never really wanted to. I'm not dying to be in a relationship anyway. Ever. So
I don't think
I can't relate. I can't relate to that. I'm sorry.
I know. So I don't know. I just run into people in real life. But like I have Raya and now I'm like thinking about, I don't know. It's stressful. It's fucking stressful. Like it's.
I know you gotta just. I put it in my game section. It's something for me to play when I'm bored.
It is like a little game
they
thing.
be playing, so I do too. Yeah. And then you just gotta make it fun for you. However I also like taking screenshots and posting them with weird
interactions. You can't take screenshots on Raya. They'll kick you off. Yeah.
Smart.
So that's the only reason I'd be on a dating app is to get material, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's not to find real connection.
Honestly, that's why I was on Minder. I was on Minder long after I was like in a relationship, just for like the funnies, really.
I just posted on my Instagram story because I kept getting advertisements for apps for Black people to meet, and I don't know why. Like the internet thought that I was Black, but I kept getting so many of them. Yeah. Then today I got a Shadi.com one on one of my apps, and it was like, I was like, they figured me out because I commented on it.
That's funny. That's funny. No, I get like tailored ads for like Black people all the time.
Yeah, me too.
I think they think I may have the same clicking and consumer habits as a Black person.
Yeah,
which is fine. That's fine.
Do you know what? I can identify. It weirded me out when Hulu started thinking that I was Black because
you watch Atlanta.
Because I watch good shit.
Like,
I don't know.
What?
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. But they started showing me like the Black versions of commercials. Like there are car commercials where it's an all white and one Asian person in the cast, and then they have this like almost a very similar commercial but with all Black people. And then I was like, oh fuck, they really are manipulating us. And like I was so surprised.
For a while, I started only getting like Hulu ads in Spanish.
Yeah. You want to know some shit?
It was very interesting.
We were, I was hanging out with my roommate and we brought up Red Boots and her boyfriend was there and Red Boots popped up on his Instagram or on his Instagram feed as an ad.
Yeah. Yeah, they're listening to us. That's a thing that's happening. They're listening to us.
I think part of it though is like if it's there's two aspects of it too that I think people aren't considering when they're freaking out like this. One is if she's thinking about Red Boots, she's probably in the past like subconsciously been clicking on things. And
it wasn't her phone; it was his phone. It was women's boots. He's a dude, and that's never appeared.
I know, but they're like on a relation. They're in a relationship, and they're like so. There's stuff going on in the background with them subconsciously that they don't even realize.
So Facebook knows they're in a relationship. Her search history and stuff has Red Boots probably in it, and so it just like popped up. So you don't think they're listening to us? You think they're just like us making associations with all the data that they possibly have?
Yeah, that's the same
I know that they are.
To us.
Yeah,
I know, but like I have friends that work at these companies, and like that is a thing. Another thing is there's this phenomenon that's named after this like cult from the 70s. This guy like found out the name of this cult and then he kept seeing it everywhere. And that's a thing that happens too. If we think about something, then we'll see it everywhere. I don't think that happened with the Red Boots, or if like you're made aware of it.
You don't think she manifested the Red Boots?
This is freaking me out.
It is a little freaky. Like there have been, this has happened to me a handful of times as well.
I just assume there's no privacy.
I think they are listening because I was like, I think my boyfriend got like a new pair of glasses and we were talking about the brand. I had never researched it before or heard of it. And then it showed up on my Instagram feed.
Yeah, but
So
I mean,
that's
you guys
kind
are
of
like
weird.
tagged and things together. Like, you don't know what the algorithm,
It's very weird.
is.
It's just very weird because like, why would it
But
show?
that's the thing is we don't know what the extent of it is. It's
like
just,
we don't,
yeah.
but like people who work there do. We just don't
it
know. We
like-
haven't
I
asked
don't
If you
them.
talk about it on
Yeah.
the phone, are they listening to that?
I don't think they're not like NSA. I don't think they're listening to our conversations. I think like
'Cause that's happened to me.
But when we talk about it, there's things that the patterns of behavior that you have exhibited that you are not aware of, that you have already thought of, like that's already happened in your like exploring on the internet or whatever. And so when you talk about it, that's not the first time you've thought about buying the shoes or whatever.
I don't like that.
But that's you.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's
I don't think any of us like it. I think we are. It's all like it's getting too much. It's
well, that's,
just
well,
like-
the issue is we don't know how deep into it they are, like how invasive it is.
And
I mean,
also, yeah, go ahead.
that was I don't remember.
Sorry. I was thinking another thing, though, another issue with it is that it keeps us in our bubbles, which was the issue with the voting.
Yeah.
Right? We're all in our bubbles and they're like, oh, I want to give you what you think you want. It's like, maybe I want something different, Netflix. Like maybe I want
Yeah.
something I wouldn't have thought of picking, you
Well,
know?
sometimes I'll go under other people's accounts just to see what pops up on their suggested thing,
Yeah.
just to get a different thing. 'cause
I don't know. I often have to go search for like cool things to watch because I guess I watch a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, you should watch this. And I'm like looking for it and like everything. And I'm like, no, I think I have to go search for it because Netflix doesn't think I'm smart enough to watch this on my own. Like, what? Like,
It is an insult often.
It is. I'm like, what? I'm not.
What have you been binging on?
You is pretty good.
I watched it.
Have you watched You?
No.
I haven't
Should I?
watched it either.
It's with what's his name? Something
Penn Badgley.
Penn
Gossip
Badgley
Girl.
from
Yeah.
Gossip Girl. It kind of glorifies stalking.
Oh.
It does glorify stalking a little bit.
Great.
But it's like it's addicting. Like everything else on Netflix, it's
Yeah.
like it's very binge worthy.
And he also like tweeted because people were like, I love his character. And he's like, you shouldn't love my character. And he
Yeah.
like tweeted about it. And it
Yeah.
was like a whole thing.
Yeah, but I would recommend that one to watch. That was fun to watch. But now it's like every like murder mystery thing,
True
is
crime,
true
Ted
crime.
Bundy.
Yeah, all of that is popping up. It's like I don't want to watch it. I don't want to think everyone's a serial killer. Like that's depressing.
What,
I don't know.
What do you watch on Netflix?
I just finished Russian Doll. I watched that in like 2 days.
It's so
Me
good.
too.
Yeah, that was good.
I finished it in 2 days.
Somebody tweeted, they were like, when I saw how good it was, I was very suspicious. And I went and I checked and it was true. There were 7 women in the writer's room and it was all women.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do like that they like made her the smart woman and like made her badass, and she was the one that was kind of like problem solving the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the end of towards the end of this the
Spoiler?
binge.
Well,
No,
I didn't
towards the end
finish
of the
it, by
binge.
the way. So
Towards the end of the binge, the other character, the male lead, was like, "Wow, you're really smart," and she's like, "Oh, finally, thank you.
Yeah.
I've been running this whole show."
Yeah. And she's very blunt. She
Yeah.
like didn't care like what it presented as. You
yeah,
know?
she's a great character. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was great, but I want something like that has a brown woman in it. Because I feel like every time we're like every time
Natasha
there's
Lyonne, I think she's half black.
is she?
Yeah,
Oh, is she?
I want someone to be depicted as like a brown woman, like
but
you
she's
said.
white passing.
But yeah, like someone like an actual brown woman who's not just like a sex symbol. Like as much as like we all love Priyanka Chopra, like she was great in Quantico. I don't know, arguably, but like she was like the hot lead. You know, she wasn't like if you compare that to like something like Russian Doll.
Yeah.
they're not the same thing.
Her parents are
Yeah.
Jewish.
No. I mean, one's Netflix. This is network television.
Yeah.
Well, I want something where
I
it's
don't
not like centered around her like navigating her ethnicity around her immigrant culture. Like I just
Yeah.
want somebody who time travels and
Yeah.
like, does cool shit and it's not like and she just happens to be brown, you know? Like I
Yeah.
want something exactly like
Yeah,
that.
you want
That
like
would be
brown people
cool.
to have access to those roles,
Yeah.
not the one specifically.
I want like weird sci-fi with us in it.
Her parents are both Jewish, I think.
Are you watching the new Star Trek?
Are we talking
No.
about Natasha
Natasha
Lyonne?
Lyonne,
Okay.
sorry.
Am I supposed to be? I feel
No, I
so
don't-
out
I
of
don't know
the
if you
loop.
like
Is there a brown girl on the new Star Trek?
Well, I auditioned for.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
That would have been
snap.
so cool.
I didn't get it. Someone else did.
Oh.
Okay.
But she's good.
I was gonna say no, then
Is it
of
a
course
brown
I don't
girl?
want it.
Who is
Yeah,
it?
it's a brown. It's an Indian.
Who is it? What's her name?
I don't know the actor's name.
oh,
Are we
okay.
allowed to say? Oh, I don't know.
I mean,
I mean,
it's already out.
Oh,
it is.
All right,
Okay, I don't know.
let's Google who the brown girl on Star Trek is.
My mom's gonna like that. She's into Star Trek.
Oh, this was funny. You said a thing yesterday. So we had you on our show, and we have this like really fun flyer that Fizza created, where
yeah.
she puts like all 6 of us who are on the lineup on the flyer, and it says across our foreheads, "We are not the same person." And so, Dalia, you showed this to your mom, right?
Yeah. and she thought Fizza that she thought you were me. And then she was like, it took her like a few seconds. I'm so sorry, that's like insulting to you, but like it took her a minute, and she was like, oh, you guys actually do all look alike, and I was like, you're ruining it. Like,
I have to tell you this though, when I made the flyer, I purposely found pictures to make us look alike.
I figured like some thought went into it, but I was like, but the whole point of it is that we're not the same person. I was like, you're ruining it, Mom.
No, I mean, that's the point, but it was just also, I thought it'd be funnier if everyone just looked the same.
Yeah.
But not
well,
like, you know.
I'm flattered that I was confused with you, but
That is like,
It's always flattering, but it's also like, we are not the same person.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's kind of like.
it's the thing is, it's beyond ethnic appearance. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, yeah, we all have dark hair because it's not a recessive gene. So, you know, it's like, we're not all the same because we all have like, you know, brown hair.
Yeah.
Also, my mom like historically has confused me for other people. Like when I used to live in London, I'd come back and visit for like the holidays, and she would like, my parents would go pick me up from the airport, and she'd start running for like some other girl, and like I'm like, where's she
my God.
going?
I used to have short hair in middle school, and my dad, we were in a Books a Million. He approached an Asian man from the back. I was 12. This man was in his 40s or 50s.
Oh,
so we
man.
called this my Asian years because my eyes were also like, I had glasses at the time, and so like I had really bad like a hardcore prescription. So like it made my eyes look squinty and stuff. So like we called those my Asian years.
Maybe not PC.
East Asian years.
My mom also confuses me for other people. She will often call me your father's daughter. So I get that one a lot. Oh, one thing. Can I air a grievance for our fans, maybe?
Yes,
hey,
air
if you guys are trying to be supportive and you look at the flyer and you're talking to one of us or anybody in like at all, don't start comparing our looks on the flyer and like saying which people you like the best or whatever. It's fucking rude. Just shut up about it.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's just like
People
everyone,
do that?
they're not the same person. So what's the comparison? What's the
Yeah.
race? That's the whole issue with this industry.
Well, like even my family, like extended family, would be like, "Oh, this person's hot." I'm like, "What?" Like, or like, you know, I know it's just like unnecessary. It's just weird that people do that.
Yeah, I think, and it's kind of immature. Like I remember doing that with like boy bands back in the day, right? So it's like, are you, you know,
and that's not the purpose of our show.
Yeah,
if you're
it's
trying to support us and like be excited for us, like know that we're multidimensional, know that you can't just judge our appearance off of one flyer, you know, or like who we are.
It wasn't a competition to see who's the hottest.
Oh shit.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like society just turns everything into a competition when they see 6 women, like a picture of like 6 women together.
Well, it's so ingrained in our society to compare and compete with each other instead, because it's like this idea of lack. Like there's only a certain amount of resources to go around.
Yeah, like why can't we all be beautiful and all have amazing eyebrows and all, you know, like
There were so many good eyebrows in that flyer.
Right.
Oh my God.
Honestly,
I
think
think good arches.
It's every flyer we've had the best eyebrows.
I think so. I think it's it's like the best flyer with the best eyebrows.
Wait, we're doing the comparison again. Now we're comparing to other flyers.
No.
It's human.
No.
Getting trapped.
No, I'm only
Matrix.
saying that we have the best flyer because I definitely do believe we have the best flyer. And I'm saying we have the best eyebrows because that's just true. So
That's just objective.
If I think it would be great for the industry to know that if they ever needed an eyebrow model, they should come to our show, check us out. You know,
Yeah,
book
dude.
us.
How often do you guys tweeze?
we out here.
I tweeze every day.
Daily, yeah.
I take biotin. I probably should stop taking biotin.
Well, I have to. I don't know.
I don't tweeze as much, but I also think I have lower standards for facial hair than you guys do. So I'm just like, whatever.
I just have really thick facial hair. That's all.
I'm hairy.
Yeah, I am hairy too, but I just let it be there for a while.
It's maybe I'm light and my hair is black,
Yeah.
so I can't
Yeah.
pull it off. Yeah,
I thread. I go get it done. Do you guys?
Nice.
I have to tweeze every single day, otherwise I'll start getting like a little unibrow shadow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get like a 5 o'clock shadow if you're a dude. If you don't shave, I'll
Or if
start
you're
getting
me.
that between my eyebrows. You don't have a 5 o'clock shadow. You
Sometimes
always
it
talk
feels
about,
like I do.
Where is this hair on your face that you're talking about? It's just shiny fucking skin. It's Fenty. I just see Fenty. What are you talking about?
Pallavi's just a walking like Fenty model. She's a Fenty.
Where's
Fenty
this hair?
Promotion.
She's like, there's hair. I don't see any hair.
Send us all our shades, Rihanna.
Hey Fenty, if you need more women to be wearing your makeup, send it to the podcast.
Yeah, I want to try it.
It's really good. It's also
great.
very good for oily skin, which is what I have. And you also, like, we share our oil pads together.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really
I
good.
have mixed skin.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, mixed. It's like my T-zone
T-zone stuff.
Combination.
Yeah.
oily
Combination,
and dry.
that's what it's
That's
called.
what I have. That's what I have. I have.
Do you have a?
I'm like dry everywhere.
I would rather have that. I don't like being oily. It's a bad feeling.
Well,
Fizza turned to me and was like, do you also have combination? And I was like, I don't know. I just know that there's oil on it sometimes.
But like where though? That's the thing.
I know. Maybe. I guess. I think
don't know.
it's on my
You gotta
nose.
moisturize. You gotta moisturize. And I'm like, I'm already so moist. Like, I really need to like.
okay, when did moist become this word that like everybody cringes at?
I don't know.
I definitely
I
do
think
enjoy
it's
moist.
fine.
I feel nothing about it.
I make very moist brownies, and I was always very proud of my brownies. And then people just like stopped, like it, like moist became this really bad word that no one wants to say anymore. And I was just like, what happened? Why can't
We're bringing it back,
can we
Zara.
reclaim moist?
back.
Take moist back.
That was a
Take
perfect
moist
description for my baked goods.
Wait,
And
who
now-
has issues with moist?
I don't know,
It's like
man.
an internet thing. People are like,
I don't
ew,
know.
moist. And also like panties. They don't like the word
I don't like that
panties.
word.
Oh, why?
That it sounds like a predator. I don't know.
I love the word.
Panties.
I
It's like
love
the
it.
second season of You. I'm panties.
Oh God. Ugh.
I love that
love
word.
it?
Yeah.
Panties.
Panties.
Oh, you,
it sounds cute.
you said it in
face
a
when you
cute
say
way.
it.
I thought you meant you liked it in like a sexy way, but then you're like panties.
Yeah, I love it. It's I think it's a
Panties,
cute
it's great.
word.
It is kind of cute.
Ugh.
What other
that
pet
at some point?
what other pet peeves do you have? What's your biggest pet peeve?
Like not just words. Like
Yeah,
anything.
just anything.
Men. There's no end to that sentence.
Yeah.
No. So is there like another story in addition to your Tinder?
Or string of
Oh
stories.
man, I've got so many. I don't.
What is your biggest pet peeve with men? What is the overarching issue?
Every time I tell them there's a dick in the background, they tell me to fuck off.
What the fuck? Happened like 50 times.
Why does it keep happening to me? They say like attracts like. How many dicks do you have in your pictures?
You know what? She's just thinking about dick, so that's why she's seeing it so much.
You're
Putting it out
manifesting
there.
this. You're manifesting this into your line of sight. That's what
This is so victim blaming.
But what is your your biggest issue?
Oh my
do
god,
you think
it's
right
so
now?
hard to pick just one.
5. We'll take 5.
The first one that comes to mind.
I mean, obviously, mansplaining is a thing, and that's real.
Also, you have a fucking PhD, so sit down and shut up.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Have you
You're
ever
right.
thrown your PhD in someone's face when they're mansplaining you?
I do it on Twitter all the time. I think that's the only reason I got a PhD is just so I could be
Just so
like,
you could throw it.
actually, blah 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 blah, signed Dr. Dalia, and that's the only time I use my PhD.
That's so fun.
But it is pretty satisfying.
What was the other thing you were gonna say?
I was just gonna generally say I think they should be phased out of public life, but
Men?
like
Men?
yeah, just
Or men who mansplain?
no, all of them. Like I
Okay.
just think like you've had your turn. Like let us talk and.
And men should just stop. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
Let's see what happens.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll try having more women in public office and stuff. Let's just see what happens.
Try it.
I think it's happening. I think we're slowly phasing them out. I think this is we started taking strides.
I think it's so funny.
We're on our way.
Because that's like their biggest fear. And on this podcast, we're like, yeah, we're doing it. Watch out, boys.
For those of you men listening,
Hold on to your panties.
Such a cute word. I love it.
it is a cute word.
Hold on to your panties.
Moist is such a good word. What is that? What's wrong with the internet?
Hold on
Where
to
do
your
we start?
moist panties.
Also, if they're moist panties, doesn't that mean that you're doing a good job? Like you're turning me, what like that's
Yes.
See, this is why they don't want
That's
women's
such a good
sexual empowerment. They don't want us to feel pleasure. That's why they're taking down
Oh
moist
my
panties.
God.
That's why they're doing it. No more men on Twitter. That's I don't know.
It's the incels.
Oh my goodness.
Of course they don't like moist
Did you know
hating them.
incel was actually a term started by a woman who wanted to have people who like weren't having sex just have a supportive, nice group, and then some dude took that from her.
Oh God. Okay.
I didn't know
So
that.
on the theme that men ruin everything. Okay.
Another thing, my roommates and I were talking about this. There's so much of the female anatomy that's named after men. Like
yeah.
fallopian tubes, G-spot, everything. It's all named after men.
The men who discovered it.
Who, yeah, like Columbus discovered
Yeah,
America.
exactly.
Like, just the men who like mass murdered.
I can imagine him just pulling out the G-spot. I found it.
I found it.
Oh, finally.
And it turns out she's like, yeah, you totally found it.
I've been telling you.
Sure,
It
yeah.
was there the whole time.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
I mean, when the first woman was like, yeah, there it is, honey. Good
Exactly,
job.
that's what I was saying. You're like, yep, you did
So
it.
G-
Like, put it on the fridge. Let's put it on the fridge. Take a picture. Like,
He didn't get the full name though. He just got the initial.
No, yeah, his name is really long and weird. Yeah,
of course it is.
I'm sure, just like his dick.
Just
No, I'm
like-
kidding. It's like the Grafenberg spot for German gynecologist.
Yeesh.
All these people
That's
too.
funny.
All these people, like, I was thinking about like writing a bit about it because it's ridiculous. Like everything is named after them, and it's like all these gynecologists and stuff. Like way back when, like they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, so they were literally just like torturing women to like figure out how to like deal with like women's anatomy. Other than the times that they were jacking them off for hysteria purposes to cure them of hysteria, but everything else they were like. There's horror stories about how they like dealt with women, and then they just
Jacking
get
them
like
off to cure them from hysteria. So they knew how to do it the entire time.
that just then.
What?
They're, like husbands would bring their women into their women into to
Husbands are bringing. They can't do it themselves.
No, the women would go to the doctor
Yeah.
because their husbands would be like, "You're hysterical," and they're like, "All right, bye," and then just get like
Sedate them or something.
No, they would just get the dudes would like make them come,
Yeah.
and then but
So women would just keep getting hysterical.
yeah,
Is
they're like,
that-
"Oh my god,
is
I'm
that
feeling
why-
hysterical right now." Oh no, during my period, I'm the most hysterical. but this is like a thing. Like all these gynecologists who like probably did terrible stuff to women have all this stuff named after them, which is crazy.
What was wasn't there a show Masters of Sex? Was that?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch
I
that?
didn't watch it, but I heard it was really good.
I had a friend who was on it. It was her first, I think, TV role that she booked, and she had like an orgasm. That was like,
You mean when she booked it, or
Well, like,
I mean, that's why she booked it.
Wait, did
because
she
she had the orgasm.
hold on.
and then
Did she actually have to act the orgasm?
Of course, she was like, you have to look
okay.
naked, and
I don't know. Like at that point, does it become like a porno? Like if they're actually doing?
I mean, was it HBO?
Yeah.
Is it HBO?
It's HBO.
or
Okay.
Showtime?
something that allows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that
Interesting.
audition room must have been great. Like everyone's like, I'll have what she's having.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
I messed it up. I got to do it again.
Yeah. It would take me like
73.
2 hours to do it.
And it's like you have to like commit to that. So, and you can like you can hear all the other women before you.
Do
And
you think
That's
she was
weird.
Do you think she
that
was
sounds weird?
running lines with her boyfriend and he didn't know it? She's just faking orgasms.
well, she did end up having like 2 babies after that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Masters of Sex, for paying
Yeah.
for that. I guess.
I was just like, she had kids pretty early.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Do you want to have kids or get married if men aren't terrible?
Have you given up? Is what we're asking.
Oh no, I'm single and I'm interested in one man. Hideo. But no, I'm just putting that out there in case anyone's listening.
He's so far. It's so close to your heart.
so far.
He just, why?
I think this would be a great like Oprah moment if you guys were brought together.
If he just
on, like,
walked in
Ellen
right now.
or something, and then we were able to like have this moment where you guys came together.
Yeah, he'd probably like punch me in the face or something.
He'd be like, Dalia, I didn't mean fuck you. I said fuck me.
Fuck me, man.
That'll be the cutest wedding story.
Be so adorable.
There have
then
been weddings like after Tinder.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There was like happy relationships from Tinder, and mostly not though, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I think it's gotten so big that it's not
It's the
just a
aberration.
hookup app anymore. It's like everything.
Yeah.
People are looking for marriage.
I've had a little bit of luck on it recently, and now I'm like, okay, this isn't terrible.
Oh yeah, this girl comes to our show yesterday, grinning ear to ear. She has that. It's like I've never seen anyone smile that big unless they've gotten eaten out for like 5 hours. Like that's the only reason you'd have a smile that big.
I'm still smiling.
Oh snap!
That's the type. That head's so good it makes you old because you
Does
can't
he
stop
listen to
smiling.
this? Is he listening to this?
No.
Okay.
No, of course not. Maybe I'll tag him in it.
You should screenshot his profile and put it
I
on.
just couldn't get his head out of my pussy. Like, just get out. Just
I really hope none of my family members are listening to this episode.
What I do love is that in our green room, we can walk in and I can just go, I just got a dick. And everybody's like, fuck yeah, bitch. Like everyone's like gassing me up and happy.
It's awesome. It's great.
It's wonderful.
I think that's the moment I walked in.
Yeah.
Right when that was going down.
Yeah.
It's usually
I made her tell you guys.
It's a fun green room.
We like calmed down and then these two walked in and then Fizza goes, tell them the good news.
Yeah, I was literally like,
tell you the
hi,
real good
tell
news.
them the good news.
She just dipped a tone. She's like, yeah, I got some dick. I'm like, bitch, tell them the good news. The good news.
I mean, for her, that is good news.
No, it was like details beyond that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was heightened. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
It
that's
makes
great.
a difference. Like, oh, you got
That's
some dick.
amazing.
Congratulations. That's dope.
That's wonderful.
It really is amazing. Like I was in like such a good mood.
She was
Did
getting
it cure?
some head.
Okay,
getting
hold
some
on.
head.
Hold on. Did it cure your hysteria?
Now I'm hysterical for that dick. What if I just wasn't funny after it? What if it like that's what hysteria?
Dude, honestly,
I got dick down so hard I'm not a comedian anymore.
honestly,
It's
that's
really
a
a
thing.
danger.
That is a thing.
That is a
That is a
thing,
thing.
yeah.
When you're like first in love and happy and going through all that, it does affect your creativity. Like I'm not gonna lie, it clouded my creativity.
It's sweet that
for
you
a
thought
while.
I was in love.
No, I didn't. No, I feel like there would have to be mountains moved for you to be in love. Like that's. I feel like that's like a hard thing to get into your brain.
Wait, what?
Me? For
yeah,
me personally?
Yeah.
You don't think
I've been in love before.
No. I think I think it could happen.
mouth touched the mic? Oh, sorry.
No, I think it could happen.
But
I don't know.
So you think like, I guess like, well, it's true. Like now I think compared to how I was before, now I like value the life that I built in
Yeah.
comedy and school and stuff. And I'm not,
I think it would take it would have to take someone like a while, I think, to navigate that way into your brain.
into my brain.
Yeah.
Most people
Yeah.
say heart, but yeah.
I mean,
but it is a brain
it
thing
is your
for me.
brain.
Yeah, it has to. That's the way to her
Yeah.
heart is through her brain.
through my
Yeah.
brain. And we were, I found out that talking about like science and
Sounds
technology
like trying to skewer you.
is foreplay for me. I'm like people, like dudes that like will message me about science. I'm like, why am I getting so hot? Like, what is happening right now?
Sending you articles and shit.
Yeah. Anyways, what's
So she actually wasn't getting head. Someone was reading science articles to her for 4 hours,
Dude,
and she
okay,
thought
what
she was
happened?
getting head.
no,
what
wait.
happened.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
He pulled up Google Scholars.
He was like, it's like someone's in his ear. He's like got a professor on the other line. And like, it's like, no, he was like,
No one's heard this information before. It's new.
He literally was like, you want to come over like another time? We could talk about programming.
Oh my
Wait, so
god!
give us some information. What type of guy is this? Who is this person?
Programming.
He's not just a mouth.
Hold on. What programming language? Not to be confused for love language, but an actual.
I mean, to me, it's the same.
Okay.
So what's your favorite?
What's my favorite language to program? Yes. Well, right now I'm working in Python, and that's like not so bad because it's that snake though. No, I'm kidding.
Oh shit!
Okay, I feel like let's go back.
That's a computer science joke for anyone listening.
Please don't slide in my DMs.
All you Python coders out there, Pallavi is interested.
Oh God.
Just like run a line of code in like a sexy voice.
Oh, it finished.
The test was successful.
So who is this dude?
I don't want to get into that.
Oh shit!
Is he a scientist?
Hey,
That's all I want to
listen.
know.
Dahlia talked about Hideo.
She
we
likes
need to
him,
talk
okay.
about your dude.
I can't though.
Oh come on!
It's like he's
She's actually turning pink. I did not think. I did
No,
not
I
think.
don't.
I
It's
did not think she could blush, but she could.
It's
a
because
thing.
it's
When the
because
head's that
he's
good.
known, and I don't want to have any.
Oh, he's known.
He's a celebrity.
Stop. Is it Jesse Williams?
No, I got sad. I was like, no.
Oh, he's
It's
a
not.
celebrity. Shit.
She met him on Tinder.
Yeah, I don't need Raya to be a celebrity.
I mean, what am I on? No, celebrities are on Tinder. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was actually surprised. I was like, when I looked him up, I was like, oh shit, you gave me your number like hella fast. Like dudes are like hella trusting out here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyways,
Cool.
let's go back to Dalia and talk about something else. I don't.
Dahlia, are you fucking any celebrities that you would care to talk about on this
Not fucking
podcast?
anybody, man.
That's good. You're fucking comedy.
It's fucking me.
Yeah. Well,
Either or. Is it mutual at this point? You think it's mutual, or like where do you feel like you are right now?
Me and comedy.
Yeah.
I think we're okay. We're tolerating each other.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good place to be. Because
yeah.
that's not always the case in comedy. Sometimes it feels very like one-sided.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Yeah.
It's been off and on for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long relationship for some people.
I don't know. So I don't know where this lull came from. Why is everybody looking at me?
I'm just trying not to say anything.
Say something.
You put me on the spot. Wait, what are you excited for in comedy? Like, what's your hope?
Being an LA comedian.
Bitch, you already are.
We've already established
I'm so excited
that.
to be here.
If Daily Mail called you a comedian, you're a comedian, okay?
Well, I was just happy
That's
it
a
wasn't
credit.
something like sexist or racist because that's usually what it is.
That's so sad.
So I was like, I thought it was going to be like lonely woman looking for love or something like that. That's usually the
No,
Daily Mail's
they did their
deal.
homework. They looked you up. That's
Yeah, they
great.
took 2 seconds to look at my profile.
See, that's great. Now that at least that's like responsible reporting, which is more than we can say for some other people.
Yeah, they didn't talk to me about anything. Like they ascribed a lot of emotions to me that I didn't necessarily have. But I was like, fine.
They tried to make it juicy.
Yeah, they said I was shocked, and they said a few things like that. Like shocked, a few synonyms for shocked.
They said something about how like she took it to Twitter. It's like,
Yeah.
do you know how much shit comedians tweet all the time?
Yeah.
that's our love language. We just like put shit out there.
Twitter is my love language.
Yeah.
You're doing well on Twitter though. It seems to be like your outlet. Is it part of your like your comedy process, your comedy writing process?
It's become that way. Not always, but sometimes it's just whatever bullshit is in my head. But yeah, I sometimes tweet things as they're happening and then later they turn into jokes. So then I'm like live tweeting my stupid life and then it becomes...
Well, I think you have I don't think your life's stupid. I think you have a very interesting life. I think you're putting yourself down. Like you're an international comic. Like you did Edinburgh. And so have you ever like actually performed in Egypt? Are you allowed to? Will they let you?
Yeah. I've done it a few times and I'm going to do it again next month. They're actually having like their first Cairo Comedy Festival.
Oh, cool.
That's so cool. It's, I'm excited for them to have that.
You do this one joke where you talk about like you're a dual citizen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're Egyptian and American.
Yeah.
So basically, both your countries are run by dictators.
Yes.
One's brown, one's orange.
Yes.
Right. And then you do it in a way that's actually very interesting. So like, is that something that you take to the stage with you in Egypt? Like, do they like respond to stuff like that? Your political humor?
It's actually, he was not president last time I was there. So I had no idea this was going to happen. So I've tried to tone it down politically when I'm there. But this time, like...
Can you even say anything
Dictator?
about the politicians in Egypt?
Probably not. I don't think so. I think comedians like have been arrested in the past. So it's probably... not good to talk about politics or religion as far as I know. Probably not sex either.
God,
so
that's
I've
like
got nothing to talk about.
So crazy. I would be so nervous like preparing for that, even with like clean material shows, because it's not naturally how I talk. Surprise. Like I get nervous about it because I want to make sure I like follow the rules and stuff. But that's like scary. That's like brave of you to do that and to like adjust to it and stuff to bring your comedy there.
Yeah, I kind of have to write a new set for there because it's just different references and stuff. But also... yeah, it's the same thing. Like I'm used to being a little more vulgar just in my normal speech.
Yeah.
I think I've heard people say fuck on stage over there before. Like I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think last time I was there, it was a little more progressive than I've seen it, but I know that it keeps changing. Like the political situation keeps changing there. So I'm not sure what it is now.
Yeah.
So...
and you've also like you've won a lot of awards and stuff too, right? Like internationally, right? I saw
I wouldn't go that far. Like there were just like
comedy competitions and
yeah,
stuff.
like a few competitions in the UK. Nothing
That's so
international,
cool.
But
that
so
counts.
humble.
You are so humble.
it's not anything that's worth anything.
Okay.
Like,
It's a beautiful
See,
quality.
when
Like,
you're
if you-
in LA,
Nah,
when
bitch,
you're in
own
LA, you gotta own all of that.
you want to be an LA comic? You make some shit up.
That's exactly what I was gonna
You
say.
make
Make
it up.
some shit up. You won.
Dalia
Dalia from Comedy Central and Netflix. We have her tonight.
I actually own England. I'm the owner of England.
Wow.
headphones.
Wait,
just
colonize
there-
the
oh, there they are.
colonizer.
yeah, exactly. England belongs to me.
England does belong to you.
Thank you.
Well, didn't Egypt belong to England at one point too?
yeah, everyone,
like the
everyone-
entire world.
Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
colonized us. I'm thinking about writing a
So-
song. Like,
Do you do musical comedy?
no, I have no musical talent whatsoever. but-
I'm looking for someone to write this song with. We actually it came up as a joke on a previous podcast. It's called Love and Herpes, and I'm desperately seeking someone to help me write this comedically to the tone of Love and Marriage, which was the theme song.
that's awesome.
Love and herpes, love and herpes. Go together like a dude who won't pay for his girlfriend's gas.
Something along those lines.
I don't know.
Not exactly those lines, but you know.
I'm not the writer here. I'm just
Does anything rhyme with herpes?
burpees.
Burpees,
Oh,
yeah.
I hate those.
Panties.
Why?
Slurpees. This is part of my songwriting process.
Yeah,
stuff,
Paul,
good
we're gonna need 3 more hours in studio. So,
Oh my goodness.
Snorted.
All right.
okay, we should probably wrap up
Yeah.
soon. And we usually ask our guest if they have any dumb questions for our culture. But since you're a brown woman, have you ever had like people ask you like a really dumb question or something that you're tired of, or comparisons or something?
Yeah. What are the questions that the Egyptian women get?
Again, it's so hard to pick just one. Can I just
Pick your top 5.
air them all out?
Air them all.
Well, okay. So one of the things that drives me nuts is that Middle Eastern and North African people, we don't have a category like in the U.S. Census, so we're just considered white. And it's like, and then they define white as like European, Middle Eastern, North African, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, where's the experience that comes with that? I would really love some of that good white privilege. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you don't identify with that privilege.
Yeah, not at
right?
all. And it's like a completely made up thing that happened in the 60s. And then like a lot of Middle Eastern people lobbied for that to change in 2020. And then the American census rejected it. So we're still going to be white. And yeah, that's just annoying because it's like, it's difficult for like scholarships and affirmative action
Yeah.
stuff. So that's irritating when it's like, aren't you white? And I'm like,
When you're
well, on
North
paper,
African.
I'm on.
But you're North African, so
Yeah. So that's annoying.
and that is interesting because like
And you're not white walking in the world, so it's just like, how are you white
I'm
on
like,
paper?
I would love to be. Could I have
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
If
also,
you're
like,
gonna put me in that category.
with Egyptians, like it's not even like you guys run the scale like the 2 people from Egypt could look completely different.
yeah, that's totally true.
Right? Like you could
Because of all the rape.
Yeah. No, but you could like
She's giggling.
that's part of it. Yes.
all the colonization is what I meant.
Yeah, but, like,
Colonial rape.
even-
No, you can call it rape.
Even ethnically, like there are folks like I dated an Egyptian guy and he definitely looked like he would often get confused for African American.
Oh yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, I remember like my mom told me there was this older guy, he's not alive anymore, but someone she knew, like he used to have to drink out of the so-called like colored water fountains, like when he lived here.
Yeah.
He was like an immigrant. So it's definitely a wide range.
Yeah, but in the census, you have to mark down that you're Caucasian if you're Egyptian.
And I'm like,
person.
I'm not gonna
Isn't that
put
crazy?
down the only other option is like Black/African American, which is like, yeah, okay, I'm African, but I'm not gonna like take somebody's scholarship
Yeah,
because they had a completely different experience. you know?
yeah. I mean, hopefully
So-
that does start changing
Yeah.
with the melting pot. That like I think America is agreeing that like you know we're all gonna be some shade of brown in like the next couple of
Dominant
generations.
genes.
Yeah.
Like 2045 or
Yeah.
50 or something like that.
Something like that,
They're
yeah.
gonna be white people are gonna be a minority.
Yeah, in our
But
lifetime.
if we had our own category, we might like already outnumber white people. So
Oh yeah, you're being
White
such
people
a,
and everyone else.
yeah, it's like such
I mean,
a
in that
diluted
case,
category. So
Yeah.
it's like how many people are in there? We're not being properly accounted for. So.
Honestly, I've like filled out Caucasian in some things just because it was
just
like
to fuck with the system.
well, because it was like because oftentimes in this country people confused Asian as East Asian. Like
Yeah.
that's the only Asian that matters. So it's like, well, Okay, and then and they're like, well, if you're Middle Eastern, you're Caucasian. I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Huh.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
so
very
confusing.
Yeah, it is very confusing depending on what census or survey you're filling out. So I get that.
Even when you wait to sign in for auditions, every single time you have to mark like which ethnic category you're in, and there's never anything that I identify with whatsoever.
But they also say like what you can pass for. So that's like not what you are, right? Like and when you audition?
Well, I mean, none of those things are like I'm not white, I'm not black, I'm not East Asian.
Other.
Yeah, so it's then it's other, so
Yeah.
or I'm not Latin. I could pass for Latin, but I'm not gonna. Again, I'm not gonna take. That's not my experience.
It's just interesting that they like for auditions for Hollywood, they're like, what could you like get away with?
They're doing that less so now, I think, because people are. You want to be more inclusive. Like you want to hire maybe an actor with a certain disability for a role with a disability.
Yeah.
Give them the opportunity to do that. And that's their experience too, so they could bring something to it. So the same thing I think now with like, even playing different other ethnicities. I think that's sort of people are starting to put a microscope on that.
Although I do love that Rami Malek is an Egyptian actor who's playing a possibly white guy in Mr. Robot. I love that so much. He's just a guy named Elliot.
Well, yeah, that's actually so. It's just the ethnic background is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's not a part of the storyline.
All right.
I also hate it when people ask me, do you wear that hat? Because I'm like, what?
The hijab?
I don't know. What is that hat? Like as if I'm supposed to know.
Like a fedora?
I don't know.
Like a baseball hat? Like I'm so
weird.
I do wear hats, but
MAGA
that hat.
A MAGA hat.
It must be that hat.
What the hijab?
I think that might be. I don't know.
I
assume.
They say that hat. Like I've had multiple times. They're like, "Do you have to wear that hat?"
Maybe they mean like, "Oh, are you a writer and a comedian and an actress? Like, are you wearing all the hats? Like, are you so multi-talented?"
Yeah.
Maybe that's.
I
what
wear
they're
a lot of
thinking
hats. Just say, I wear all the hats.
Yeah, say I wear a lot of hats.
One time, someone on Tinder asked me if I had to wear the Habibi when I was in Egypt.
Habibi.
And I was like, that is not the right word.
You're like, yeah, I have a lot of friends.
If you wear the Habibi.
That is what he said.
Should we do our socials now? You guys?
Sure.
Let's wrap up.
Sure. Let's wrap up. Dalia, where can people find you? What are you promoting, pitching?
I'm Dalia Malek on everything. So daliamalek.com on Twitter, Instagram,
Cool.
everything.
Awesome. I'm really Zara on everything. Zara is spelled Zahra.
Woo! And I'm Fizadasani, Fizaadosani on everything.
And Pallaviganan, Pallaviganan. We have our show the second Sunday of every month at Westside at 9 p.m. You can find us at facialrecognitioncomedy.com and Facial Recognition Comedy on Instagram and Facebook and Facial Rec Comedy on Twitter. Support brown women. Thank you for being here, Dalia.
Thanks for having me.
Any last words?
That's funny. I have a show called Interruption Show that I normally run in the Bay Area, and I'm bringing it to LA in May. And when I give people the light, I say any last words. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Fun. So what